Let's get ready. I don't think the semis are as noisy as the last couple of times today, but they may change their mind. So if they become noisy, then that's a little taste of the Japanese summer for you. Let's lay down in Shavasana, laying on the back. Feet are slightly apart, allow the toes to fall open to the sides. Hands by the sides of the body with the palms facing up. And let's begin to connect with our breath here. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose as well. Natural diaphragmatic breaths. With the inhale, allow the belly to expand, becoming soft. And with the exhale, allow the navel to fall back in towards the spine. I forgot to turn on my notifications, so I'll do that now. And as we continue to follow the breath, let go of any worries, concerns, anything that's going on in your life, anything that was going on before this class, or anything that will come afterwards. We drop it, let it go, making space for our yoga practice today. Let's bring the feet together, raise the arms above the head, interlace the fingers, and stretch. Give yourself a nice stretch, pushing through the heels. Exhale, release, bend the knees, and roll to the right side on the mat. And with the hands, whenever you're ready, prop yourself up and come meet me in a seated position. Legs are crossed, spine straight, hands on your knees or Chin Mudra, your choice. Let's continue taking natural diaphragmatic breaths here. In through the nose and out through the nose. Hey Lee Mark, welcome. We're not late today. Spine straight. Make sure that you're lifting through the crown of the head, but at the same time you're not forcing the posture. So the legs are relaxed, the shoulders are relaxed, falling away from the ears. Let's begin to deepen the breath, full yogic breath, inhaling into the belly, the lungs, allowing that rib cage to expand, the throat, and exhaling slowly and with control from stomach, lungs, and keep breathing deeply. gently let's go back to natural diaphragmatic breaths. So because of how hot it is, I thought that today instead of Kapalbhati we can try a different breathing exercise. Kapalbhati kind of builds a lot of heat and fire within the body, and I thought we could try Shitali Pranayama, which is a cooling breathing technique. So first things first, I would like to know if you guys know how to make a tube with your tongue, like this. I think it's genetic and some people cannot do it. Can everybody do that? Yeah, like that little tube. Nice, very nice. So if you can do that, make that tube, you can use that. If you cannot, you can just keep your teeth together and inhale through the teeth. We're going to be inhaling through the mouth, through that little tube that we made with the tongue. I know it looks funky, but don't worry, nobody else is looking at you. So we're going to be inhaling through that tube and exhaling through the nose. And you will feel that the air as it comes through that little tube, that little straw, it's cold. So this helps in cooling the body in days like today, 36 degrees, 40 degrees, when we don't know what to do with our lives. That's not the best time to do Kapalbhati. If you cannot make the tube, then breathing through the teeth. Okay, let's do about 10 rounds together. Choose your mouth positioning and let's begin. Follow your own breath too. And when you finish your 10 rounds, you can go back to diaphragmatic breathing. I'm on my 7th. Once you're breathing naturally again, maybe take a moment to observe the breath and observe any sensations in your body. Maybe you feel a little cooler. Maybe you feel a little calmer. Slowly opening the eyes, we will take fire log pose. So we're going from cooling down into the hips. Let's bring the left shin parallel to the edge of your yoga mat. So we're not bringing the foot in towards the groin. The shin is parallel to the edge of the mat, and the right shin comes right on top. So the right ankle is on the left knee and the right knee is on the left ankle. If your right knee kind of floats a little bit, it's okay to put a cushion, a block, a book, anything you have handy as a prop. You can put it between the ankle and the knee. Otherwise, we can stay here. And if it doesn't hurt your hips or your knees, you can place the right hand on the right knee and just gently press it down towards the left ankle. Mindful always of the knees, mindful of the hips, and maybe keep the feet flexed so that we protect the knees actually. So the ankles are engaged. And if you feel a very intense stretch here, stay here. If you feel like you can fold forward, you can inhale and elongate the spine, and exhale, fold over your legs. This is optional, so whichever feels best for you today. Either stay sitting upright, or if you feel like you can fold forward, it doesn't have to be all the way. Find your own stretch. And keep breathing naturally here. We're getting a little bit into the hips, and then later in the sequence we'll take several twists. I've designed a twisting sequence for today to kind of stimulate the internal organs and energize and get over this summer slump and natsubate. Usually during natsubate, and if you are suffering a little bit from the heat, we tend to lose appetite, we don't feel like eating a lot, we don't have a lot of energy. And I'd like to introduce those elements today so that we can all feel better together by the end of the class. Slowly, let's come up. And take a moment here, sitting upright again, to feel the hips. Maybe the sensation is a little different now. And let's take the other side. So releasing the legs, very mindfully always of the hips, of any sensation. The right leg comes down in front of you, and the left shin on top of the right shin. So you may find that one side is easier than the other, or that this side is harder than what we did before. Find your stretch, sit upright, elongate the spine if possible, and if needed, you can place the left hand on the left knee. And take a moment here. Now, depending on how you're feeling, you can stay here, or on an exhale, fold forward. Mindful of the stretches. Check with the sit bones. Make sure that both sit bones are on the mat as we fold forward. One of them or both may want to float a little bit. So if that's the case, maybe go a little higher and just make sure that the sit bones are well grounded. And breathe. Let's gently come up and take a moment again to sit upright and feel the stretch in the hips. Release the legs, maybe extend them in front of you and shake them a little bit for a moment. Let's bring life back to those legs, especially if it feels very intense. Now we'll cross the legs, bring both arms up, inhale, elongate. As we exhale, bring the right hand behind the body, the left hand on the right knee. Inhale again, elongate the spine, and as we exhale, twist to look behind you. On your next inhale, come back to center, arms raised above the head. As we exhale, let's go to the other side. Left hand behind the body, right hand on the left knee. Inhale, elongate, exhale, twist. And release, come back to center, and let's get into all fours for cat and cow. Hands, as always, underneath the shoulders with the fingers spread wide apart. Knees right underneath the hips. Gently press on the mat through the hands, lift the navel towards the spine, find a neutral back. Check with the shoulders. Shoulders are away from the ears. Check with your elbow crease. Make sure it's aligned with the front edge of your mat. So the arms are not rotating internally. They're rotating externally. Your elbow crease shows to the front edge of the mat. And on the inhale, let's begin to project the chest forward. Gently arching the back, engage the shoulder blades towards each other. Cow. Exhale, lift the navel towards the spine, push the hips forward, cat. Inhale. Exhale, mindful movements. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. And come back to a neutral position. Make sure you have space in front of you on the mat. If you need to go back a little bit, then do that. Let's walk both hands about a palm, a hand forward. And let's take our right arm, and pass it underneath the left as we twist towards the left and drop our left ear to the ground. You can then walk the left hand a little farther if necessary, finding a slight twist. Press on that left hand, coming back to center, and we'll take the other side. Left arm underneath the right, coming down onto the left ear. Maybe walk the right arm a little bit overhead. Press on the right hand, coming back to center. Find a good position for your hands in front of you. Curl the toes, and on an inhale, let's lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Find your downward facing dog. And maybe bicycle the legs a little bit. If necessary, you can also sway the hips from side to side. Find a long spine, long sides of the body. The chest drops towards the earth between the shoulders. Look at your hands, and let's walk forward all the way. Coming to the top of the mat, let's roll all the way up. One vertebra at a time, standing tall here. Let's prepare for the Sun Salutation. So both feet are either together or parallel to each other underneath your hips. Hands in prayer in front of the heart. Tuck the tailbone in, ribcage in. And on your next inhale, let's lift the arms up. Maybe add a slight arch. Exhale, fold forward all the way. Hands next to the feet. Inhale, right foot back, knee on the mat. Look in front of you and smile. Give me a nice smile. I can see you. Step back plank. Knees, chest, chin or forehead down. Inhale, cobra. Open the heart. Drop the shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left fold here. Inhale, up. Exhale, prayer. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Hold the breath, plank. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale, right fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, prayer. One more round, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right. Hold plank. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, up. Exhale, prayer. The other side, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Beautiful. Hold plank. Exhale, knees, chest, forehead or chin. Inhale, cobra, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left. Exhale, right fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, prayer. Take a moment here to catch the breath. Inhale, arms up and out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg back, knee on the mat. Relax the foot, point that back foot. Coming up in Anjaneyasana. Gently sink the hips forward. Lift through the rib cage. Hands on the mat. Step back, plank. Hold that plank, breathe. Lifting through the back of the knees, pushing through the heels. Collarbone wide. Knees, chest and chin down with control. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot steps between the hands. Point the left foot, left knee on the mat. Anjaneyasana. Sink the hips forward. Seeking length in the front of the body. Hands on the mat. Step back into your plank. Hold the plank, breathe. Knees, chest and chin down with control. Inhale, cobra, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale the right foot between the hands. Let's drop the left knee on the mat and bring the hands in prayer in front of the heart. And then we'll take the left elbow and hook it on the outside of the right knee. So hook that left elbow and stay in prayer. And see if we can push through the left heel and lift the right knee off the mat. Balance. If lifting the knee is too much, then just focus on the twist and keep the knee on the mat. Coming back to center, hands in front of your chest. Let's bring the right elbow on the right thigh, opening the left foot to the side. Lift the left arm up, side angle. If you're comfortable here, you can bring the left arm overhead, the left side of your body in one straight line. Keep the hips low, keep pushing through the back foot. And releasing both hands inside of your right foot on the mat. We'll come to sit down here in a side squat. What do you call this? It's Skandasana. So we're sitting all the way next to our right foot. If possible, bring your hands in prayer and balance. Breathe. Yes, Olga, this side. Try to keep the right foot completely on the mat. And breathe. Now you can use your hands if needed, but we can also try without the hands to see if we can stand up into a wide-legged standing position. So from here, coming up. Use the hands if necessary for balance. And the outer edges of the feet are parallel. Raise the arms up and inhale. Exhale, keeping the spine long, fold forward. Hands on the floor or the mat. If you need props, use something to elevate your hands so that you can keep the spine straight. Elongate here. Once again, inhale. And as we exhale, fold forward as much as you can. As much as you can while keeping the spine straight, the shoulders away from the ears. Let's try to keep the knees straight. No need to lock them, but keep them as straight as you can. Pivoting from the hips. Inhale, let's come halfway up. And let's bring the left hand down on the mat or the floor right underneath our face. So the left hand comes right underneath our face and right arm opens up to the ceiling, slight twist. Breathe. Beautiful, good job. Almost as if you wanted to align your shoulders vertically. Let's switch sides. Exhale, releasing. Place that right hand on the mat, and whenever you're ready on an exhale, twist to the left. Releasing the left hand down. Let's turn to our right foot, hands on the sides of the right foot. Step back, plank. Knees, chest, and and chin down. Inhale, cobra. Downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale the left foot between the hands. Right knee on the mat, hands in prayer. And we'll take the other side now. So let's hook the right elbow outside of that left leg. Use your opposite hand if you need some help to get in there. It's completely okay. Let's push through the right heel and see if we can lift that knee. And keep twisting. If you can shift the gaze towards the ceiling, you can do that too. Beautiful balance. Use the breath to keep you in place. Inhale, coming back to center, adjust. And we'll take side angle on the left side. So the left elbow on the left side. Let's place the right foot open to the side on the mat. Lift the right arm up or bring it overhead in one straight line. And I'm gonna move around so that I can continue to see you guys. Beautiful. Keep pushing through the back foot. The edge of the right foot should remain on the mat. It may want to come up. Keep the hips low. And now we'll come to the squat here again. Release the arms in front of you on the mat if needed. And sink down next to that left foot. You may find one side is easier than the other. Find your balance. Hands in prayer. Beautiful. Try to straighten the spine as much as we can. This can be tricky. It can get crampy too. If you need to go out of the pose, release it anytime. And now let's see if we can come up again to a standing position without using the hands. Of course, if we need the hands, that's fine. But let's give it a go. Outer edges of the feet are parallel again. And once again, let's lift the arms up above our head. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, fold forward. Keep the spine straight as long as we can. Hands come down on the floor. Inhale, elongate the spine again. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold all the way. It doesn't matter how deep into the pose you are. Just try to keep the spine in a neutral position. If you notice you're curling too much, maybe it's better to come a little higher so that we can continue to pivot against the hips, becoming long, pulling through the crown of the head. Pay attention to your body weight too. It's very easy here to redirect the body weight to the heels. If that is the case, bring it forward a little bit onto the ball of your feet. And inhale, come halfway up. We're gonna take our left hand and catch the right ankle. You can bring the feet a little closer if that's easier. Left hand, right ankle. And see if you can look up at the ceiling from underneath that right armpit. You can walk back a little bit with the right hand. Find a twist here. And slowly release to center. Right hand to the left ankle. See if you can look up at the ceiling from underneath that left armpit and walk the left hand away. Very nice. Find the stretch, find the twist. And slowly come back to center. Bring both hands to the sides of the left foot and step back into your plank. Knees, chest, and forward. Forehead come down. Inhale, cobra, open the heart. Exhale, step back into your downward facing dog. Look at your hands and walk towards them. And slowly roll all the way up one vertebra at a time. Head comes last. And we will take a standing balance. So both feet are together. We'll start easy. By the way, before we get started, if you need a strap, we're going to be, sorry. If you need a strap, we're going to be holding our foot in front of us. If you need a strap or a towel, please get it so that you don't have to get out of the position when you actually do need it. So let's start just holding the knee. We're going to transfer body weight to the left foot and bring the right knee to our chest. Hold it here. Keep the spine straight. So we're making sure we're not leaning forward or back. We're trying to keep a neutral spine. And now if you're comfortable here, index and middle finger of the right hand catch the right thumb. And on the exhale, we extend the leg. If you find that you cannot extend the knee, that's where you can use your strap. You can find a distance for your hand that allows you to extend the knee and to keep a neutral spine. And once you have that, Chikara-san, see if you can walk the hand a little closer without compromising your posture. You will find, yes, you will find the stretch. Very good. And you stay here. So either catching the thumb or using a strap or a towel. And we will twist here. So focus, focus, use the breath. If you are not using a towel, you will catch with your left hand the outer edge of the right foot. If you're using a strap, you will just change the hand that is holding the strap. And then open the right arm to the back. And see if you can twist and look behind you here. Look at the right thumb. Balance. Focus on the breath. It can get a little tricky. Keep pushing through the right heel. So we're still pushing through the right heel, and we're using actually that pushing as our resistance for the twist. Very nice. Chikara-san, are you twisting? ストラップを左手で持って。そう。ストラップを左手で持って右にそう回っていきます。Nice. Lift the leg a little higher. Good job, Gabby. So, yes. So much balance. Good job. And now, if you're looking back, slowly come back to center. And then with control, let go of the leg. Very good. Nice. Let's take a breath here. If we need to, maybe, yes, move the legs a little bit. Let's do that now. Whenever we are ready, we find a position of stillness. Again, transfer body weight to the right foot. And let's begin to bring the left knee to the chest. So finding a neutral position for the spine And relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Calming the breath here. And if we want to take it a little farther, index and middle finger of the left hand catch the left toe, or we use the strap around the ball of the foot. Your choice. Right hand on the waist. Let's extend that knee. So whether you're using your hand or the strap, it's important that the spine remains neutral. Either way, we're not leaning forward or leaning back. Let's see if we can twist. Let's bring the right hand to the outside of the left foot and open the left arm back. Let's see if we can shift the gaze. Look behind us. Good job. Balance, keep pushing through that left heel and use that as your resistance. Look at something that doesn't move. Maybe lift the leg just a little higher. Beautiful. And slowly and with control, looking back again to center. And let's release. Both legs are together, either at the top of the mat or wherever it feels comfortable for you. We're gonna raise the arms up, inhale, elongate. And as we exhale, keep the arms reaching up, shoulders away from the ears, and let's sit back into an imaginary chair, Utkatasana. Maybe see if you can tuck the tailbone in, the rib cage in, and sit a little deeper. Inhale, coming up, all the way. And let's again transfer body weight to the left foot and cross the right ankle on the left thigh. Keep the right foot flexed. So we're not bringing the foot up all the way in lotus. We are simply crossing. Simply crossing here. Hands in prayer. Let's sit again on that beautiful, nice chair. Comfy chair. The right knee keeps opening to the side. And you can stay here, or if you feel like playing a little bit, maybe see if we can bring the right elbow to that right foot and twist. Beautiful balance. Good job, everyone. Release. Nice. I couldn't come out. Let's come back to the center. Let's try the other side. So the left ankle now on the right side, and that left knee is opening. So we feel a slight opening in the hips. Hands in prayer. Find your chair. And if we feel like playing a little bit, left elbow to the left foot, you may find that one side is a little more challenging than the other. This is not my side today. Good job. Beautiful. Now as you twist, see if you can still sit a little deeper with control. Very subtle movements. Beautiful. And slowly release. Very nice. Good job. Let's come down to sit with our legs in straddle position. So they're open, wide apart. And we bring our hands on the sides of the right leg. So the right hand is outside of the right leg. Left hand is inside. Make sure both sit bones are well grounded. Inhale here. And as we exhale, let's fold onto that right leg. You may notice that the left sit bone wants to lift off the mat so that you can go deeper in your fold. Keep both sit bones on the mat. And maybe that means that we stay here instead of going deeper. Use that sit bone, the weight of your left hip as your resistance in this pose. The sit bone stays on the mat, and we see if we can keep it there as we elongate, and you may feel it in the left side of the body. Once again, as always, not so much about how deep we can get, but about simply seeking length. And stay with your breath. And slowly walk back up. And we'll do the same thing on the left leg. So hands on the sides of the left leg. Inhale, elongate the spine here for a moment. And as we exhale, fold onto that left leg. Keep the right sit bone on the mat. It makes it harder. But once you get used to that sensation of push and pull, where we keep one body part somewhere and use it as our resistance to elongate, it becomes easier to engage the target areas of the body. Inhale, coming back to center. Let's bring our right hand on the left hip. So find your hip bone. Should be around here somewhere on that bone. Left arm up. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, let's sideways bend onto that right leg. It doesn't matter how deep we go. We can even stay here. Just find length in the left side of the body. Inhale, coming up. Let's change the side. Left hand on the right hip, right arm up. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, gently finding length. Inhale, coming up. Both hands in front of you. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, fold forward. As much as we can. Keep the spine straight. We don't have to go very deep. Keep the feet flexed here so the toes point up. And we push through the heels. And see if we can roll the shoulders back. And keep the chest open. Again, instead of leading with the forehead or with the chest, let's lead with the chest forward, with the belly down. We're going down from our belly. We want the belly to touch the floor eventually. The chest, not so much the floor, the chest elongates forward. Beautiful, Gabi. And the more you pull forward, the more intense that stretch may get. There's no need to go beyond our body's capabilities. Breathe into your stretch. Inhale, coming up. And with the hands, maybe help your legs to come in front of your body. Knees are bent. And give your legs a hug, drop the forehead to the knees. Let's bring the hands behind our body with the fingers pointing back. Hands are behind and the feet are slightly in front of you, not a lot. So, but they're not directly underneath the knees. We walk them forward a little bit. And from here, let's push our hips up in a reverse tabletop position. Push, 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 push. As high as you can, maybe drop the head back. And we'll take two more. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And from here, let's just come to lay down all the way on our back. Hug the knees to the chest. Extend the arms, shoulder height by the sides of your body. With the knees together, just as they are, let's drop them for a moment to the right. Bring them back to center. Drop them to the left. Back to center, right. Center, left. Bring the knees to your chest. Place the hands on your knees. And let's make big circles with the knees. We're going to separate the knees apart, keeping the toes together. And make big circles. Push them away from our body and then begin to bring them back again and towards our chest. Two more big circles. Next time we come to center, let's change the direction, pushing away and then towards us. Two more times. Hug your knees to your chest one last time. Lift the forehead to touch the knees if you'd like to. Then release to find your Shavasana. If you need any extra stretch anywhere in the body, feel free to give yourself a stretch as needed. Otherwise, find your Shavasana. Make any necessary adjustments and allow the body to fall into a deep state of relaxation. Release the breath if you were controlling it. Allow it to flow naturally. Relax your jaw, your tongue. Relax the eyes and the forehead. every tension to go. And remember that if thoughts start coming up again, there's no need for us to engage with them just yet. Let's just observe. Slowly begin to bring awareness back inside your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring your feet together. Raise the arms above your head. Interlace the fingers and give yourself a nice stretch. And release. Bend the knees and roll to the right side on your mat. Feel free to stay here for a moment, and whenever you feel ready, using your left hand to press on the ground, gently prop yourself into a seated position. Legs are crossed, spine straight, hands on your knees or chin mudra, your choice. And breathe here. Chanting Om. Inhale. Om. Slowly
very gently bring the hands to heart and open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. If you enjoyed this class, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel so we can continue practicing together. Thank you.